Don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
This is Alpha. In an effort to be understanding to my competition in this election, I am hereby offering Unicrodimus a helping hand. I will offer Unicrodimus 2 helping hands, and help myself to Unicrodimus. In this election, be sure, vote your party, vote your conscience, vote for me. Hey, who are you? Wait a minute. What do you want? Why are you looking at me like that? What are you doing with that shotgun? My fellow Cybertronians, I understand this is an election year. I have been trying to return to Metroplex unsuccessfully. I have had several adventures, and I have lost my best friend, Spinster. Until I return to Metroplex, let me be perfectly clear. There will be no election. There cannot be an election anyway, as I am Nemesis Prime. I am the only Prime you can vote for, because I am already a Prime. And let me be perfectly clear. I am the only choice you have. The only possible choice. Am I understood? There can only be one Nemesis Prime. You're right, and I was here first. It's time for you to go. I think you've got that backwards. Oh, really? I've got a Shockwave Cannon. And I've got the triple-barreled shotgun that took out Alpha. You did take out Alpha, but I've got a Shockwave Cannon. Oh, really? You were sane. I was saying maybe you were Nemesis Prime. That's right. I'm the only Nemesis Prime. What was it Alpha said? You work for me. I'm Nemesis Prime. Got it? Yeah, I got it. How do I get to Metroplex? Really? He's literally just right over there. I don't believe it. I'm home.
Hello everyone, this is Tom, and today I have the privilege of reviewing DX9's War in Pocket Mightron. And let me tell you, I really like this little guy. He is a legend scale Megatron, and pull him out of the package. We saw him in the package. Side of the box you get picture of Megatron. Front of the box you get Megatron. Bottom of the box you get warning, don't eat anything, and if you are under the age of 3, you probably shouldn't do anything with this box. Back of the box, you get all these neat little product pictures with his tech specs, which aren't picked out with anything, but this looks very G1. I'm going to have to get Hulky now, just because I like the scale on these things. And I didn't know that they made these, the Ironhide and the Ratchet, so I'm going to end up having to get those now. And the other side of the box is just another product shot. So, okay, that's it for the packaging. In the box, you get these instructions, and it's just instructions. Open it up, open them up, and you get instructions. So, if anybody ever needed instructions for this, here you go. Okay, there's the instructions. I'll put the instructions back in the little plastic baggie later. He comes in this little plastic thing here. Pull this out. Comes with this little purple gun, translucent. Comes with this little purple sword, translucent. Comes with little purple mace, translucent. Comes with little gun stock, not translucent. Comes with his silencer barrel, and comes with the figure. Obviously, if you notice, he's got a Decepticon symbol. Yes, I have already opened this box and looked at him. That's okay. You'll appreciate that when I start transforming him. Trust you me, believe in me, I am Tom. Okay, so, he's in robot mode right now. And he's in robot mode because, nothing against any other reviewers, that's not what I'm getting at. Sometimes it's difficult when you see reviewers that go from alt mode to robot mode, especially when they come out of the box in alt mode, because I have a hard time trying to figure out how they got them into this mode. So I thought, for the purposes of this review, at least anyway, I would keep him specifically in this mode, just to make it a little easier in case anybody ever wanted to see. He's legend scaled. Here he is with pipes. So he's a leader. I think he's supposed to be a little bit bigger. I don't have an issue with this specifically. Okay, Shockwave Cannon. Let's see how he scales with the Shockwave here promptly. If I can transform him in a reasonable amount of time to get it on camera here. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Get it up, get it up, get it up. Alright. If I can just get his other leg back on. Okay, Shockwave's up. So, here he is with Shockwave. Well, Shockwave. Stand. So, he's almost too big to be legend scale. We'll see how he scales with Metroplex here towards the end. And since he's in this mode, of course, how does he scale with Alpha? Hey, Tiny. You'll work for me, too. Alright, so, there's Alpha. And since he knows he's going to have to work for him, maybe that explains the sour look on his face. Anyway, articulation goes around, both sides, go around. Head can do a full 360. There's nothing at the waist. Hips are on ball joints, so they go back. Knee goes 90 degrees. Can go out to there, up to there. Only go up to about there. Can go back that far and go out to there. Okay, so the foot is on a ball joint, so you get all the rocking ankle tiltage that you could ever really hope for out of a figure this size. Alright, now little mace. Has little thing for him to hold. Plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. There you go. He holds his mace. Okay. Sword. He holds his sword. Just fine. Okay. Gun. Can he hold his gun? Answer is, he might dislocate his arm. Ah! But yes, he can indeed hold his gun. There you go. So, all three accessories have been seen. So, now let's see if I can transform him on camera into robot mode. Well, hello, Ed. You've got paint on your eye. Or are you supposed to have paint on your eye? Go look in the mirror. Okay, so the easiest thing I have found is simply to remove the gun. You can transform him with it on, but it's so much easier to just take it off. So, very first thing the instructions say, you take your hands here, or your arms, and you collapse them in. So, take out his hand here, or his arm, pull this down. There's arms on a ball joint, and this is a joint. So, there's a clearance issue here, because this fist has got to go in here, and if you notice, really, there's just not enough room. So you gotta kind of flex and bend, and I'm not much on flexing and bending when it comes to my transformers and plastic. But it will tuck in there. Pull that up, and then you just rotate this around, and that makes the side of the gun. Just like that. It works fairly well. So, then you come back here, and you take the backpack section, and you just pull that out. Now, undo his hips so that they're like this. Take your nail or something and get in here, and this little piece right here has got to come up. This piece has got to come up. And sometimes it's easier than others to get this up. So, just however you can do it. Hey Wade, what are you into?
What can I do right here now? Both of their heads?
Sure, go ahead. Tell you what, if you get it done before I get this review done, you can show off your creations for my review.
Okay.
So, every so often you've got to have a little tool to help you with some of these things. So, let's see here. You can pop it off real easily, apparently, but we'll make use of the benefit of the key. Okay, so this rotates. This comes in handy. All right, we'll put his legs back here where they go. So he's like this now. This is out. This is out. So we rotate his chest forward. He's got an ab crunch. We rotate his chest as far forward as we can get it. Okay? And that frees up this bar right here. And yeah, it's the gray plastic bar. His arm joint is on that gray plastic bar. So now what we do is we take his arm here and we bring it around. See how I'm doing this? It just clears it. It just clears it. Take this piece here at the back, and it's supposed to move on. Oh, it's this piece. It moves up here. It sees this piece right here moves up. Then it's just a matter of this on the ball joint, maneuvering and moving this hinge so that you can tuck this fist in, notice, and pull this up and connect everything together. And at this stage, it does not have to stay securely. It simply has to stay. Okay? And I know we're 10 minutes into this and he looks like this so far. But it's alright, it'll go faster. I promise. It'll go faster from this point forward. Okay. So, at this point we can lift, if we want to, we can lift up this little flap right here. We can rotate Mightron's head, tuck it into place so that he's kind of looking like this, and then just simply go boop. I think that's how it goes. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Maybe I got it backwards. Maybe his head goes the other way. Maybe his head has to be this way. Yeah, his head has to be the other way. My apologies. Every so often we make mistakes. Alright, so pull his abs back into position, take his legs and pull them forward so that they collapse and they'll snap into place right there. Okay? So, pull out your little trigger, make sure it's out, take your little flap here, flip it over. Take this, pull it down, take this, pull it out. Take your little gun stock, pull it down, flip that around, pop it into place. Now, before we swing this armature into place, we need to sort out the legs. So, take one at a time and open this little area up. Take your foot, rotate your foot around, and there's a notch right here. Tuck your foot into the notch. There's a flap right here. Open, flap, like that. Okay? Close this side. Repeat on this side. Okay? Then you can close this foot up. Like that. Now, go ahead and leave these two flaps open so that you can, they don't have to necessarily be that big, but go ahead and leave them open because you'll need them later. And you can bend it at the knee to give you clearance for this other one. So, open these up. Take your foot, rotate, tuck it into place, open your flap up here, go ahead and tilt it over, close that up, open up your flap, open it up, close it up. Now take this armature and don't be that way. Swing it around so that it's positioned properly here. Close that back. Make sure your trigger's out to where you can have it. And just swing it into place like that. Okay? So, now we bring our legs, snap them together right here. There are little places, tongues and grooves for them to snap together. And then there's a hole, hole here and a spot here on the gun. See how that works? Hole, slot, slot, hole. And there's another tab, there's another hole. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make Megatron out of that. Now the thing is not spring-loaded. The trigger is not spring-loaded. Just be aware. His stock, before I go any further in putting this together, let me show you, the stock does make the traditional Cannon of Doom thing. So you just pop that in there, and then one of them can stand behind it. Probably should have done that in robot mode with Megatron, but it's okay. And, you know, if you really want to, you can push that the rest of the way down and put that on there. If you really want to. I don't particularly care to. This fusion cannon goes on right here. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain to get on because these are two independent flaps, and as you notice, there's a gap right there, and that hole is not very forgiving. But I have never had an instance where I have not been able to get it on. So point in case. Okay, so take that off. Take that off. Now, there is a slot here which is made for this. So you just slip that in there, and it just locks right into place like it was made for it. Oh, I imagine it was. Okay, now the silencer has a groove right here which will fit here, and it will only go as far as that. That's as far as it's going to go on there. So this is Mightron in his full up gun mode. Oh gosh, no, we'll get that later. That's Mightron in his full on gun mode. So he looks pretty good. I really like this little figure. I am very pleased with my purchase here. They just restocked these at TF Source, and I have to tell you, I snagged one when I saw it because they were out, and I know it's $50 and it's a Legends size figure, and he's a little bit bigger than Legends, but in my opinion he's worth it. So I mean, what would you want to see him scaled to? He doesn't really scale to anything in this mode. There's only one thing I can think of to do with him, so hang on a minute.
I'm Rickgar. Who the hell are you?
Okay, so I'll say this works for me. This works fairly well. As you can see, it fits his hand very well, although it's very difficult to get it into his grip. The stock on him is too big for his thumb, so he can't. The stock right here is too thick for his thumb to fit around, so he can't actually hold it. But at least in this mode, he makes a good-sized weapon for Metroplex. Just to give you guys an idea of the scale of it. Okay, so let's see how he scales with Metroplex in robot mode. And now, to answer the burning question on everyone's mind, how does he scale with Metroplex? And as you can see, he fits fairly well in his hand. Here he is with the SH Figure Arts Sailor Moon to give you a size comparison of scale. I know that has nothing to do with anything, and you all don't want to see that. So much for SH Figure Arts Sailor Moon. And here he is with RID Grimlock to give you size comparison of scale. Don't blame me, blame my children. Okay, so there's that. Looking down, we see what appears to be Nemesis Prime whipping up on Rickgar with Pipes and Shockwave really enjoying that for some odd reason. Looks like Prime's getting ready there to get in his 2 cents worth. And just because, for those of you that did not see it, there's Megatron with his little cannon thingy. And, you know, looking at that, it could almost be Megatron, you're next. Actually, there's a nice little size comparison. Let's see this. There's Megs with Classic Prime. Give you a size comparison there. Someone help me! Help me, please! Alright, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.